Hi, beauty. Welcome to my second video in this little short series that I'm doing for you on astrology, health, and healing through grief. This is number two, the awakening. If you missed my first video where I talk about how my father's death really started shifting things for me, please feel free to click on the link below to go there first, or you can watch this whole video in its entirety and then click the link after that. I'm coming to you on this very thundery, rumbly Tuesday here in Northern California. I love a good summer thunderstorm, and we don't get them here very often. So it's just making me all feel like, oh, this is all meant to be. And, in my last video, like I said, I talked about my father's death. And, it really doesn't matter how we get along in the earthly realms here or how long they have spent on this earth. My father was 90 when he passed. Losing a parent is devastating. And in the 6 months after my dad passed, my life fell apart. Even though I kept up a really good front on the outside, you may not see it in some of my old videos, but I was dying myself inside. I knew I needed to end my relationship with my partner of 18 months, but he kept finding ways to cling. Have you ever been through that? He would manipulate or something would happen. And he just kept holding on, and then I'd feel guilty. And on top of that, my health was unraveling. My physical health and well-being was unraveling, even though I was making every attempt I knew to heal naturally. I was seeing an acupuncturist, I was doing all sorts of stuff, and it wasn't making an impact. And meanwhile, my finances were in shambles. I was burning myself out, sharing natural remedies about burnout. And no, the irony was not lost on me. I was posting daily on social media, but I was gaining no traction. For every follower I'd gained, I'd lose one. And it wasn't, nothing was coming together. No one was booking readings or sessions with me. Clients that I was excited to work with, they would say yes to programs with me, and then they'd back out the next day. And I'd be like, what the heck just happened here? Because I was ignoring my own pain. I still wanted to serve, help, and heal others, but I really needed to focus on myself. And I was feeling too desperate, I think, inside to go there. But yet, through it all, I rarely felt alone. My mom, my kids, and my friends were so supportive, and my dad was also there with me in spirit, not only as one of my guides, but also introducing me to other spirit masters. My agnostic dad had indeed gone to the light. If you want to know more about that, you can read about that or hear about it in my first video that I made for you called The Beginning. But drum roll, dun, 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 the breakthrough came on June 30th, 2023. In the middle of sickness and silence, I had completely lost my voice while traveling to Indiana, to the Midwest, for my son's college orientation, and he got me really sick. And there were thunderstorms there too. It was crazy, but I had totally lost my voice. And in the midst of all of that, I channeled something entirely new. And I know the date because it's in my journal. I journal all the time. And so it's in my journal with a date, this sketch of this new paradigm called the Metaphysical Rose. And it connected astrology, the gene keys, and metaphysical healing in ways that I had never seen anyone else do before. It was raw, it was wild, and it was otherworldly. And I was like, oh, this is the lifeline I have been praying for. Although I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. A few weeks later, though, I ended up in the ER, and that gave me the courage to permanently end my relationship. 2 weeks after that, my son, my baby, moved halfway across the country to begin college in the Midwest. That hot August day, you like that thick Midwestern heat and humidity, and I was helping him move into his dorm room. I was so physically sick and emotionally bereft. I could barely hold it together. This is my baby, and he was leaving, and he was going to be my third child living out of state. And by the end of the month, I was in surgery, actually honoring the wisdom and encouragement of my body, soul, and spirit during a very gentle, believe it or not, Mercury retrograde in Virgo. So my body told me, hey, you need to do this. And I had a beautiful awakening in and of itself around the surgery, but I'll save that for another video, maybe. Afterwards, as my body healed at a really miraculous pace, yay, healing herbs and supplements that I know about, woohoo, to help my body heal from surgery, the metaphysical rose began weaving itself into my consciousness at deeper levels. Patterns unfolded, connections appeared between plants, herbs, and foods tied to specific astrological signs and the planets. It was exhilarating, like the universe was handing me a divine map to health. But unfortunately, when I tried to share this map with clients and other people, it didn't land. It was too ethereal, too abstract. There was a map, but to where and how? Clients loved the intuitive hits and affirmations that they were getting, but the bridge between what I had created and how it could truly help people was missing. And that gap has haunted me for almost 2 years until now. Have you ever had an awakening that you didn't ask for? Oh my gosh, comment below and share your story. I read and respond to every comment. So I'd love to hear your story. It seems like we've all been going through these major awakenings over the last several years now. How have they affected you? How have you been waking up to what's happening? And also stay tuned for part 3, the integration. And that's where I will share how the metaphysical rose has recently evolved, what alignment really means. That's a buzzword we hear all the time. Well, are you in alignment? Well, I'll share what I have channeled about what alignment really needs and what it looks like to create your own accessible map, your own map to your divine design. And also save the date because Bloom into Clarity is happening Thursday, September 4 at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And more details about this free online gathering are coming soon. And this is where it will all start to come alive. I am super excited to share it with you. So comment below if you want the link to register, or you can also send me an email at hello@divinelyjennifer.com. You can head over to my website, sign up for my mailing list at divinelyjennifer.com. All those links will be down below in the description. I love to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, share, etc. Let me know how this resonates with you, and I'll be back shortly with video number 3. Lots of love to you. Mwah.